Hey, where's all my 90s kids at? What was with the recorder? Do they still make kids buy one of those and play that thing? What did that even do for us? I mean, I can play a mean hot cross buns, I'll tell you that, but I don't know. I find myself reminiscing about all the good times we had during school and all the things we used to do, man, and it just brings me back when I think about it. Remember taking Elmer's glue, putting it all over your hands and then peeling it off later? You'd spend all day peeling glue off your hand. What even was that? Kids can't be doing that these days. Minesweeper. Has anybody ever beaten that or even know how to play? What was Minesweeper and why was everybody so involved with that? The gimme yours. Remember that? 2 fingers on the back of the neck? Just, gimme yours. Who started that? Teachers would always be like, make sure you have your calculator because you're not going to have it for the test. That was a lie. I got one right here, 24/7. Always got a calculator. Never had to do math longhand. We used to draw that Superman S, you know, the S symbol. You would put all the lines together and the triangles and make an S. What even was that? I feel like everybody did that at one time. It was all over your notebook. The Superman S. You remember playing pencils? We used to get in the bathroom, you know, or outside of class, man. We'd be playing pencils. You'd have the guy, there was a couple ways you could cheat too. The one guy would put his finger over the pencil like this, and you wouldn't even know he was doing it. He'd be so fast, he'd just have his finger on there and he'd just, wham, break your pencil, and you'd be like, what was that? You know, or you'd have the guy that would bring the carpenter's pencil in, you know, his grandpa's carpenter pencil. It was huge. I'm like, you can't use that. You know, pencils, man. I used to love that game. Remember when you would walk into class and the teacher would either wheel in the TV cart or it'd already be in there? It'd be like a 13-inch TV and it would be ratchet strapped to like a cart. But you'd be like, let's go, man. TV day, TV day. I remember always being starving during school and I couldn't wait to go get that rectangular piece of pizza. I'm not even sure it was real pizza. Remember those? It was like a square of pizza. And you would get that with a little bit of salad. I'd be so hungry I couldn't wait to tear into that thing. The rectangular pizza. Lunchables was a big deal. The giant parachute in gym class, that thing was huge. Right next to it, there was a rope. We used to rope climb. And I'm pretty sure these days they wouldn't even let you do that because we would go all the way to the top of the gym floor so you could get the little banana up there. Man, it was like 30 feet in the air. We used to they had a little tiny foam mat on the bottom. You used to just get on that thing and go right to the top. No questions asked. Trapper keepers, gel pens, all that Anne Frank stuff, the real colorful stuff was everywhere. Composition books. I remember coloring on that all the time, all different colors. Where did all that stuff go? Remember straw walks? They used to do the straw walk. It was a mile, and every time you went around, you'd get a straw, and you have to count them at the end. And then I'm pretty sure we used to run it, which is funny to me because if you ask me to run a mile, it is not happening these days. But for some reason, when I was in 3rd grade, it was cool for me to just run a mile during gym class. You would get into trouble and you'd have to write 1,000 times either on the chalkboard or on a piece of paper, I am sorry, I will not do it again. Can they still do that today? We had the little drop down projector where they would drop that thing down on the wall. You knew you were in for a good day if you saw that thing coming out. Remember when your girlfriend or boyfriend would give you that folded up letter? It'd be like a piece of origami. They'd have it all folded up all kinds of special ways to the point where when you had it open, you could never put it back together the right way again. They'd put little smiley faces on it for your eyes only. And they'd have a little tab on it. It would say, pull here. Man, I used to love getting those. Runs to Bath and Body Works. Be like, Ma, you got to take me to Bath and Body Works. I got to get my girlfriend a candle or some soap. Bath and Body Works still open? Back to the calculators. What was it, like the T189 or the T180X or something like that they made everybody buy? It was like $150. We didn't need that. We dressed differently too. Hollister, Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle. We had mixed that in. We had Jenko jeans. Remember soap shoes? You'd just be walking with somebody. All of a sudden they would jump and just slide down the banister. You'd be like, oh, he's got soap shoes. Tamagotchis, everybody had one of those on their keychain. Night gym, man, that was the best, man. You'd go after school at night, you'd go play basketball, floor hockey, volleyball, whatever, with your school friends. Man, that was the best. I used to love going to that. Always made my mom drop me off at night gym. Always. I don't know what it is these days. My daughter, she's 5 years old. She has homework every night. I don't ever remember doing homework ever. Do they just give out more homework now? I mean, I read the Cliff Notes on Stuart Little and Lord of the Fly, but that's about it. A lot of it I can't even do. I don't even understand it. She's 5 and I can't help her. Something's wrong. But hey, man, those were the good old days right there. School in the 90s. We didn't realize it at the time, but those were some of the best days of our life right there. Good stuff, man. But hey, we're almost at work. If you think you're the only one that remembers the good old days, you're not. I'm right there with you. I appreciate you riding with me. I'll catch you on the next one. Much love.